Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. I hope you're having a good one. Here I am for Grow My Bag TV, and the news is hot. All right, take your tea out, take your coffee out, your cappuccino. I'm gonna have a cappuccino in a little while. There's just been a lot going on. Yesterday, it was leaked, and this is one of the reasons why Bitcoin has taken off, just skyrocketed. The reason why it has done so is because BlackRock had some news leak. And the news that leaked was that they have named their Bitcoin Spot ETF. And I know you're wondering, I know you're sitting there saying, how could they name something that they didn't get approved for? They registered the name iShares BTC, iShares Bitcoin Trust, with the Depository and Clearance Corporation. That's huge. That puts it out there in the public. They're saying, okay, so not only are we going to name it, but we're also, the rumor is they're also seeding that trust, which means that there has been movement on the markets. Unless, and I'll tell you this straight up, I don't think the market has seen anything with regard to, BlackRock seeding, their trust. And the reason why is because I would think that they would be doing this over the counter, right? So what the market is really moving on is the fact that the name is out there, which implies they are expecting approval. And so do I. Why? Because they've been making changes, or they have made changes to their proposal. Them having conversations, and I told you before, they must be positive conversations with the SEC. But people are sleeping on ARK Invest. Here's something else. And this is why I think the initial move happened. I think the BlackRock news is going to hit more today. And I think yesterday the news that actually hit is the fact that Grayscale got a court order that compels the SEC to rethink its decision on their transfer or conversion from a trust to a Bitcoin spot ETF. The court has given the SEC 5 days. 5 days, or it's automatically approved. Remember, I told you before that somebody was running around saying that, oh, that means they can, because of that last court order, that means that they can do whatever they want. No. There has to be some sort of approval. So because the SEC they didn't file an appeal. Remember, they let that window pass by. The window's closed now. And they still have not made a move. So Grayscale said, oh, not a problem. I got you. I'll take care of that for you because I know you're busy. And they went and they got that court order. And the court order says, listen, if you don't do this within 5 days, they're automatically approved. Boom. There you go. So within 5 days, we will have definitively, unless the SEC comes back with another no, and the court already told them, nah, son, that's not really an option. So if you come back and you say no, there had better be something wrong with their paperwork. And I don't think it's going to be a no. I do not think it's going to be a no. And I think it's another one of those things where the SEC is going to take it on the chin again. And they have no way of stopping it. It's a train wreck that they have no way of stopping. They can stop the inevitable, not stop, but they can pause the inevitable. They can drag it out. Slow motion train wreck, like Neo. But I don't think that's what they're going to happen. I think within the next 5 days, you're going to see either BlackRock come out, or you're going to see Grayscale come out, or you're going to see both come out. And here's the sleeper, ARK Invest. Kathy Wood's ARK Invest. I told you, I love this woman. She's a badass. She is a badass, I'm telling you. She sold Coinbase shares and she sold some Grayscale shares. Now, wait a minute. Grayscale's still at a discount compared to Bitcoin. Why would you do that? I think it's a cash move. I think it is a cash move. And what I mean by that is, if BlackRock is seeding, don't you think that ARK Invest would be seeding too? Because they come before BlackRock. Their dates are before BlackRock's dates. I think that's what's going to happen. And nobody's paying so much attention to it because ARK Invest is about this big compared to BlackRock, right? They're about this big compared to BlackRock. So yeah, that's going to be what's up. So I'm sitting back and I'm thinking, we're going to have huge macro events about to happen. On top of those macro events, what's going to happen? You have these micro events. ARK Invest is micro compared to BlackRock. But you're going to have Grayscale hit. Then you're going to have BlackRock hit, or they hit at the same time. You want to know what other news hit yesterday? Hester Peirce. I think her name is pronounced Peirce. And Hester, please, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. Feel free to drop me a note. I will correct it. But she got on CNBC yesterday and she was like, yo, dog, yeah, I am positive about Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust. I like that. Let me tell you something. Love me some Hester Peirce. Why? Pragmatic thinker. She doesn't talk out the side of her head. She does not have any ulterior motives, or so it seems. In these years that I've been watching her, I haven't seen any ulterior motives. She wants to do the job. She wants to do the job right. For what reason do you have to stop people from doing something? Which leads me to a bigger idea. Certain things don't happen until other things are ready for it. Hear me out. What I mean by that is, well, the traditional markets were not ready for crypto. Over the past year and a half, 2 years, you've been seeing them get ready for crypto in major fashions, haven't you? You're seeing them get involved in Web3. You're seeing them develop their own blockchain technology. You're seeing them work with other blockchain technologies to do DeFi, because now they're ready. Now they're ready. So you're going to see a whole bunch of money. The amounts of money that we're talking about is so ridiculous that you just don't get it. You get the concept, but the amount of money is just going to be insane. That's what's paused or poised and ready to come into the market. Straight up, like seriously. So when I look at everything, I'm sitting back and I'm going, great. So now we're going to get hit with not just retail FOMO. That's right. You were thinking I'm just talking about retail FOMO. I'm not talking about retail FOMO. I'm talking about commercial FOMO. I'm talking about those companies that have fear of missing out because they didn't get in soon enough. You're going to have all of them start piling in. Oh, we've been doing crypto for a long time. Oh, yeah. You're going to start to see that. And that's what I think is going to be big. Yes, we will absolutely have retail FOMO. That's without a doubt. But I think the big uptick is going to come from commercial FOMO. You're going to have commercial FOMO. You're going to have financial FOMO, insurance. All of these different places are going to start to pile in. You know, last year, I consulted a company, a very huge REIT, very well-known REIT. And I had a conversation with somebody and I said, I'm telling you now, tokenization of real estate assets is going to happen, right? Split shares of real estate assets is going to happen. I forgot what that's called. It's not called split shares or sharding. It'll hit me. There's a specific term for it, right? Where people share in that. You're going to see that start to split. Ownership is going to start to split. Yeah. Imagine being a part of a group of X number of people that buy into a company that's buying real estate. It would be easier, it would be faster, it would be transferable, it would be traceable. That would be huge. And I told them, I said, they should think about getting involved in blockchain and seeing how they could do it. I gave them an example. Last year, I made an article about how that was happening in another country. Something else I told you guys to do. Don't sleep on Chainlink. Go look at it. Up 40%. All of this is to say that, and I know today is going to be a little bit long, all of that is to say that there is huge upside potential, and not just from a numbers game perspective, but from a technology leveraging perspective. Imagine what you can do with blockchain technology. One of my viewers had mentioned, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He's been watching me for a while. He keeps me on my toes too, and I love that about him. He said that he was looking at Bitcoin Lightning. Yesterday I told you about Bitcoin Lightning having issues. And I said, I don't even care about Bitcoin Lightning's issues, right? I didn't agree with Bitcoin Lightning to begin with. And not because I don't like the company. They're, doing their thing. I'm not mad about that. But because I don't believe that Bitcoin itself should be leveraged in that kind of way. They're trying to make it so that Bitcoin is leveraged inside stores and all that good stuff, and the transactions are faster and all that good stuff. Yes, it's true. But there are other cryptos that are meant for fast transactions. Polygon, I'm looking at you. XRP, looking at you. There are so many others. Stellar, looking at you. There are so many other technologies that are out there, blockchains that are out there that move faster, that lend themselves to the replacement of credit cards at the register. The new cash. Can't buy it unless you have it, right? I can't spend crypto unless I have it. The transactions are way faster. I told you about how I'm moving, good money, good amounts of money in seconds using Polygon. I can do the same thing with Stellar. And they're cheap. Stellar's cheap. Polygon has gotten cheaper. So that means that all the way around, I can save money in that transaction, and the actual transaction at the register is the whole transaction. Chainlink is one of those companies that I believe is a part of the connective tissue in the Web3 space. They're going to be huge in tokenization. They're going to be huge in so many different things. They're going to be huge in DeFi, hence Polygon. Polygon's going to wind up being huge in DeFi as well. Project Guardian, that was a DeFi test, a pilot run by several banks overseas and the United States that proved out that, cross-border transactions can happen. They can happen fast. They're just so many things they can do. Polygon, Aave, Uniswap, and a few big banks. I forget all the banks' names. I know them, but I don't want to say them. Just go back and look at the video. I said them then. That's what's big. That's what's big. Pay attention. Pay attention and do your own research. Get in before FOMO kicks in. Remember I told you to have dry powder? I think this is one of those moments. We could see a slight pullback, right? We could, everybody's going to come in. They're going to want to take a little bit of profit, and you can see a slight pullback. It'll be slight and it'll be quick. It will be slight and it will be quick. I think we're starting to realize that bull run, that true bull run right now. No more talk is cheap. No more people throwing charts at you and everything else. Oh, Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that. You've been hearing that for 2 years. Bitcoin. Yeah. Look at the charts. Look at the news. Look who's leveraging, the technology. Look who's adopting the technology. Yesterday, I just told you about how in France, you had a whole bunch of stores that were adopting the technology. And it seems to be working out for them because it's great for people that are traveling. I no longer have to pay exchange fees if I can find everything that I can use my money for, but using digital assets instead of cash. And those businesses are seeing upticks in business. They're seeing upticks in that kind of traffic. Pay attention. Anyway, you know what we should do? We should get into the numbers. Something else that I love is the fact that, yes, this week we're going to get GDP numbers. All right. So if you look at this, we're getting some PMI numbers today. Tomorrow we get new home sales information, and Thursday is GDP day at 8:30. Yeah, you get some other good news, like durable goods, that kind of stuff. But this is what we should be paying attention to. Don't sleep on the news. Grab as much news as you can, pore over it, read through it, understand it, take notes, and make sound decisions, make at least educated decisions. They'll be sound decisions because even if they're wrong, you did your research. You probably just missed something. But do your own research. Build up your knowledge. The fear and greed index, do you see that? We're full-blown greed, 66. We were at 53 yesterday. Now we're at 66 today. That's huge. Huge. Yesterday, we were at 50 billion. A few days before that, we were down to 46 billion. I believe we even touched on 44. Well, look at where we're at now, $53 billion in total value locked. Pay attention, folks. It's happening. Things are really happening. Look at this. We are past my green band. Look at this. My green band started at 26,475, and I told you if we maintain above 26,475, we have a chance of hitting 28.28. I said if we maintain above 28.28, we are in striking distance of hitting my top green band, which is 31,580. Guess what? We did that. That happened. Boom. Look at this. That happened. So now what I'm suspecting is if we can maintain above 31,580, we'll start to go back. We're retracing in an upward fashion in this regard, going back up. But here's the thing though. Right now, today, mark my words, right now, today, we might not see this again. In a few years, we might look at these moments and say, wow, remember when? We might not see this again. Remember when Bitcoin was only $3,000 because of the crazy crypto winter? People said, oh, we're going to go back down again. We're going to go back down. We never saw it again. We never saw it again. We could be looking at that right now. Pay attention. I'm just asking you to pay attention. I'm asking you to do your own research. I'm asking you to have conversations. I'm asking you, drop me some notes. Drop me things on what you want to research, what you want to see, what you'd like me to talk about. And not just crypto. Not just crypto. Grow My Bag TV is not going to be just about crypto. I mean, crypto will be a big part of it, but it's not going to be the only thing. It's all about growing your bag. So crypto, stocks, bonds, options, real estate, running your business. It's all about growing your bag. That's what it's all about. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto. Oh, wait a minute. Let me show you the big board. You might see it in a reflection because I have it over there. But let me show you the big board. Look at this. Now, what's insane is you have Injective and Mina. I don't know what Mina is. I know what Injective is. Injective is up 28.23%. That's why it's deep green. On any other day, you would have seen Bitcoin, Ethereum. Look at Ethereum. We were at 1,500 just a few days ago, and now we're at 1,832. People are sleeping even on the big names. Doge? No, I'm not messing around with Doge. You want to know why? Doge's only life support is Elon Musk, which means that Doge is only going to move when the market moves just because the market is moving, but it doesn't do anything. Just putting it out there for sure. But back to my other point. The reason why Bitcoin doesn't have that deep green is because these guys have even more growth than Bitcoin. Wow. And Injective is a project that I am interested in. I like what they're doing. Matic is up. Huge. Why is Matic up? Because it's another one of those connective tissue projects that I keep telling you about. Pay attention. Pay attention. Don't sleep on Ethereum, Bitcoin, obviously. XRP, don't sleep on that, up to 55 cents just now. Look at this. Don't sleep on Solana. Cardano is going to hit 30 cents and people are going to be like, oh my gosh. watch. You're going to see up. Where's the other one? There you go. Bitcoin Cash. Pay attention to these puppies right here. Pay attention to these puppies. They are moving, and they're moving in big ways. Link. These things are up in big ways, and I'm expecting more. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto for Grow My Bag TV. If you like what I'm doing, drop me a note. If you don't like what I'm doing, drop me a note and tell me how I can improve. I would greatly appreciate that. Anyway, have a good one. Bye-bye.